Hello everyone, trying to give you an update here. We received a lot of casement trim or window trim. This was all from windows out of this house that was salvaged. It looked like it was in a fire, as you can tell. The dark color on the wood and the even darker color on some of this. It looks like it was like right next to the fire. Cleaned up. They lighten up quite well, but we're putting door trim back on our doors. Now you're probably wondering what's missing down here. Those are plinth blocks. We were looking to get some made, and we're getting rid of the stupid white trim that's everywhere. It's just ugly. Around the windows, we'll be replacing this trim too. I'll be stripping the stool, as well as putting a new apron on there, which is, most of the house has the same apron as the side trim here. They just cut it down and then they put a return here of this profile on the end here and miter it in, which I'll have to get made. This is probably the worst piece we got. Looks like it's pretty beat up. Whole corner missing and all those holes up there from all the hardware that used to go into it. But these aren't fully installed yet, but I have them up there. The pediments are in great shape. They're a lot more ornate than the ones we have in the house now, with the art and egg and dart, and then the dental molding. It's pretty unusual to have that much in there. Right now in our house we only have like the dental molding and then a top piece and then a flat narrow piece at the bottom. This one got broke off whenever they removed it, which is unfortunate, so I got to chisel that off smooth to make it work right. This isn't a great fit up here, but that's because there's going to be a piece that goes across here, and I'll show you here in a minute how that's going to work. And this isn't exactly flush there. But basically, the way they had these originally set up is you had this trim molding here. This is the piece that's missing off that other one. And the round, or the cove molding here. And they had it come up and around the end here. We'll just use this as an example. So there's like a little pocket up there for it. I'm going to recreate that in the all the other ones. This room is in need of 5 of these, so I have 3 of them up there right now to all the doorways. This one's cut off because it was part of a wall or something was right here, so I've got to create all that coming out to here for the top egg and dart, and then the corner here that comes out. And the way I'm going to do that is I have 2 more here that are complete, except for the, it looks like whenever they tore them out, they tore these little pieces out on all of them. These little pieces here. But I got to cut these down, both of these, to meet the windows, because they're about 10 inches too wide. And I need to put them above windows here. And that's going to be a project, because I got to basically take them apart to do it. It's not like you can just cut them off flat like that and then rebuild. It's not the best way to do it. It's going to look, you can tell it's been added onto, unless I'm able to do it really well. But you're probably asking, what have we been using to get these clean? Because I mean, they looked like dark trim. They looked like they were stained really dark, but they weren't. It's just from all the smoke damage and the years of dirt, and probably the house was abandoned for a while even. And that's these little guys here. Let me show you. The Magic Clean erasers, the 4 times stronger ones. Now, I heard you can make these. Can you watch them for a minute? Yeah, I heard you can make these, but we don't want to mess with it. And these are just cheap enough to buy at Menards anyway, because they were having a big sale on them. But it takes about, a pad and a half to get all the wood clean on these, because of all the sharp edges and angles and stuff and all the screw holes. It eats up those pads pretty bad. In fact, that's what's in this bag. All the little bits and pieces from it being ripped apart. We can still use those. But it's not, it's a little harder to hold on to them and whatnot. But anyway, just wanted to give you progress here and a heads up. We're working for a baseboard trim. Obviously we're not keeping that white pine that was put in there afterwards. If you can see, if I can find the piece here. If you see at the trim down here, the quarter round is still there from the original trim. And then for some reason they removed the original trim and put this plain just pine board up. I speculate they were trying to go for farmhouse chic and trying to simplify things to make it look just simple. But that's definitely not how this room came out. This room would have been similar to the woodwork we have in the house. So like all of this and that. You see this one has the top molding, and then it has that dental molding. The dental molding is applied to a small flat stock. And then you have the dental molding on top of that. And then you have that little tiny, that little thin layer of oak there. See it in here too. Really good. See how this is right up against a wall? So they cut it off. You got this one too. They did the same thing to this one, except they cut both ends off because they're fitting it around everything in here. Anyway, thanks for watching, and rate, comment, and subscribe. And always leave your woodwork, don't paint.